I'm Kendall McGuire, music expert, and today I'll be speaking to you on vocal effects on the piano. Well, we're going to talk about this in two different ways. One is if you're playing a keyboard, which is sort of electronic and more plugged in version of a regular acoustic piano, there is a button you can click that will give it a voice, singing sort of sound on the keyboard. It'll also have various string instruments, saxophone, etc. So as far as in that regard, a vocal effect on the piano, you simply press the button and then begin to play things on the piano that would sound, that someone would feasibly sing, okay? So yeah, you wouldn't necessarily play, unless you're doing like an opera selection, but typically you might do like, kind of giving the piano an effect that perhaps a trio or a background singers group might have. Okay, that is one area of voicing on the piano. I'm now going to begin to delve into voicing in regards to voice parts. Now, even though, let's take the singing voice completely out of the picture here as far as the term we're talking about now, and let's talk about each bit of music has its own voice, okay? So oftentimes I here have a book of Johann Sebastian Bach's 2- and 3-part inventions. Now that could also be labeled 2 and 3 voice inventions. In other words, each part you can call a voice. So the word part here would be synonymous to the word voice. So as we're looking here, this first voice or part comes in. So this is voicing on a keyboard or piano in this case. So, okay, now there is our first voice. Now on top of that, when the top voice is playing, our next little voice is going to come in. So, right? Underneath the second voice. So, in regards to this, very simply in this short clip, I would just say, give each voice or part on the piano its own distinction, its own specificity that would make it musical. So perhaps on the way up with that first voice, you can do things like crescendos and decrescendos, you can do things like accents. And then when that second voice comes in, make sure that the top voice, it's now a background. In other words, it's had its chance to shine. Then now the lower voice is coming in. And that is polyphonic, which means poly, more than one voices. Okay, so those are a few areas of voice effect on a piano. Enjoy. I'm Kendall McGuire. I'm Kendall McGuire, music expert, and today I'll be speaking to you on vocal effects on the piano. Well, we're going to talk about this in two different ways. One is if you're playing a keyboard, which is sort of electronic and more plugged in version